Okay, we're recording. Okay. Hi, everybody. I don't know where to look. I'll look in my phone. So good to see everybody's faces tonight. I hope everybody is we're coming back from a huge weekend in Kansas City, and we've got some people on here tonight that are going to share some of their big takeaways. First of all, I just really want to remind you of the 3 for 300, and I wanted to recognize really quickly. We have Jen Pensinger and then David and Christy Westmoreland, both of them, and also Kim Farnowick. I hope I said that right, out of Minnesota. They have all gotten at least 3 customers with 300 PV total to earn 100 points towards their trip in Cancun, which is phenomenal. So congratulations to all of you guys. Now, to help you in still earning this, because we still have tomorrow, we have 1 week left in the month. So we have Thank you, Rich. Please mute your phones, you guys, for me, okay? Okay, but now you need to mute. Hey, guys, please make sure you mute your phones for me. Thank you so much. Okay, so one thing I wanted to tell you is the month is not over. So to make sure, and I'm sorry if that wasn't accurate, Rich. I did a search before this. So, but anyway, on Vitality Living, the Vitality Living page, which is our customer page and also can be used for prospects, there will be someone going on that page every day until the end of the month and talking about a product. Now today, Amy Dippold, a Pro 6, went on and did a live about the hair care system. And it was an amazing live. So I want to remind you that that Vitality stack is, or the Vitality Living page, sorry, there's so much going on. The Vitality Living page is not just for customers, but also for prospects. Prospects that have seen the ABC report, maybe a third-party validation has happened, you know their story, and you've asked them if they would like more information. And upon doing that, you say, okay, I would love to add you to our Vitality Living page so that I can tag you in some stories that are similar to yours. Upon doing that, you go in and you add them to Vitality Living. And I can't emphasize this enough. You guys have been really good at this, but I really want to make sure it's ingrained in your head. Once you've added them, you let them know you've added them and say, once I add you, you're going to get an invitation that will show in your notifications on your Facebook page. Once you get that invitation, make sure you accept it. And once you accept it, let me know, and then I can tag you. You also need to let your upline Pro 5 know that you've added them to Vitality Living so we can then go in and make sure that they're accepted. Do not leave them hanging out there, you guys. Number 1, make sure they know they're added. And number 2, make sure that someone knows. You guys, please mute your phones for me. Everybody, please make sure you're muted. Thank you. And the other thing is make sure that you tell them that they've been added and you let us know so that we can approve them. Because if you leave them out there and you've told them you're going to add them, that's just precious time that someone may be eagerly anticipating and waiting for a story that's just like theirs because they're waiting so anxiously to get on these products. So don't let time waste on that. So saying that, in the next few days, as people are doing lives on those products, make sure that you're aware of who you have on that page, what their story is, so you can bring those lives to their attention in helping you maybe get those 3 new customers and getting that 300 PV, because every point's going to count towards Cancun, right? And then also know that in the next, 6 months, going towards the end of the year, there will be something that will be put out by the company every single month that will be a call to action to put you into action in the right way to then help you earn points for your trip. And as you come on the call, please make sure that you mute your computer for me. Okay, I have some huge news at the end of this Zoom. So you're gonna wanna stay on, like life-altering, huge business news. So don't get off. Okay, and then also the $99 registration, that is good until Saturday. So they are going to extend the $99 registration for Long Beach until Saturday because there were some glitches in the system over the weekend. So not everyone was able to register the way that they wanted to. Now, for those of you in the Idaho area, this is huge because Saturday, Carrie Dickey is coming to Idaho. Please make sure you mute your phones, okay, guys, as you come on to the call. Thank you so much. Please make sure. Look at all you guys on here. I'm so proud of everybody. This is amazing. Okay, I introduced my new distributor, Jen Pensinger, to Carrie Dickey at the party on Saturday night. And Carrie goes, oh, she goes, I'm coming to Boise this weekend to get my son going at BSU. I'll totally do a meeting for you. And we were like, yes. And so I reached out to her again. And then she was kind of like, well, I'm not sure. Let me check with Cam, see what time works. So on Saturday, 10 to 11, she's doing an opportunity presentation, 10 to 11. If you are going, do not be late because she is going to be very, very protective of her time because she is there for her son. So that meeting will start at 10 o'clock sharp. Colleen's prepared to fill her home. Colleen, we are so grateful that you are hosting this. And then from 11 to 12, she will do some training, okay? Again, please make sure that you mute your computer. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we're gonna get to those that were at Elite Academy in Kansas City. I want to first, we'll unmute the Minnesota crew. I know Jessica, I don't know how to say your last name, I'm so sorry. Rybachek, I'm gonna see if that's right. But Jessica, this was her first Elite Academy. And I could tell just she was so excited. And when I put out that call to see if somebody was willing to share from the weekend, she was like the first one to say that she wanted to share. So Jessica, let's have you unmute and give us some of your big takeaways from Kansas City.
Okay, I unmuted. They're all staring at me. I have an audience. It's weird. So the first one I ever went to was this past weekend in Kansas City, and I really liked Brian Tracy and what he had to say about setting goals and sticking to them, and that you just had to do it. And then everything that Erin Brockovich had said, I mean, she was just an inspiration sitting up there, and everything she had to say about using the products. So I'm excited to get started. I've been doing it for a year, but I didn't really do anything with the business, and now I'm just really excited to get going. We're going to a parade soon to hand stuff out. We just decided that tonight.
Jessica, have you ever attended an event like that before?
Yes, okay? Yeah.
No, this was the first.
Okay.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
And how did it make you feel? Like, what do you want to do going forward?
There's us, there's me.
Okay, good. Perfect.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jen Freeman, can you please mute yourself, hun?
Whoops.
Thank you.
So I'm just
Go ahead,
really
Jen.
excited to get these products out to other people and tell the world about them. It was exciting sitting there listening to those people. Some of the stories got a little long and the same, but it was nice hearing some of them.
I love it. Well, I'm so proud of you for going. I hope you heard that okay. I'm so proud of you for going, Jessica. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, well, have you mute yourself, and then I'm going to go to Jessica and Caleb. I know that they're traveling, and they were going to try to get on if they could. Jessica and Caleb, I see you guys. Can you hear me? Jessica, can you make sure you mute yourself again, hun? Sorry, guys.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yay! Okay,
Hello.
we're driving through a mountain range, so if we cut out, that is why.
Okay.
Yay! So what would you like to know?
Well, I just want to know, I know that you and Caleb were there. I know it's been a little while since you've been to an event. I know you were there with your brother and your mom and dad. But as a couple, for you guys, like, how did this event feel different? And what are you taking away from it that you're going to implement going forward in your business? Oh, I think we lost him. Okay, we'll come back. David, I see you. David, can you unmute yourself? David?
Okay, I think I figured it out.
There you are. Hi, buddy.
This David, right? This David?
Yes, that's David.
Okay. All right. Because
Okay,
I don't
you guys. So David and Christy Westmoreland were a part of Advocare for a very long time. They were very loyal to the company. Christy is a sister of Jeanette Palmer's, and they knew about LifeVantage for quite some time and just were loyal to Advocare. David had an event in Kansas also there first. So David, you having been with Advocare and probably been to a lot of events with them, share with us how this was different for you and Christy, and again, some of your big takeaways from the weekend.
Well, my biggest, I'm just amazed with the product. You know, it all started when I was looking at some bald head guy with his arm wrapped around my wife. And I said, "Who is that?" And Christy said, "That's you, honey." Well, I can't see from my forehead back, so I didn't recognize it. And then, of course, Jeanette told me about this new product, you know, the hair care system. So I went on product in November of last year. And I've actually, my hair has grown back a whole lot. And so during that process, we learned about Pro Tandem and all the Nerve 2 and what it does for the body. And that's exciting for me because that's my thinking. You know, it lines right up with what I think about. The biggest thing that I saw when I went to my first LifeVantage event was there was only 4,500 people there. And this is a great product. I don't understand why there's just 4,500 people at a LifeVantage event. So that means there's lots of opportunity for the Westmorelands, because we're going to talk to a lot more people than that, I hope. The second biggest thing was the science. Again, I'm a numbers guy. I like numbers and counting money and things like that. But the science on the product was really, it helped, it verified what Jeanette has already told me. And by that, I mean, there's the duplication in this company. I mean, I saw a lot of that during this event. I mean, I saw a lot of repeat of what Jeanette, from people that were higher pros than her. I was hearing them say exactly what she was saying. And I'm kind of biased, and I like her better than all of them anyway. But the other thing is I spoke to a farmer, I spoke to a nurse, I spoke to an elderly person caretaker. This product is for everyone. And I heard someone say that it's not for everybody. Well, that's not true. This product is for everybody that wants it. And those are the biggest things that I noticed. And I'm really excited about it. I mean, there's lots and lots of, a lot of people I'm going to talk to and share this product with, because it really does work. It really has affected our life and the people that we've spoken with.
I love it. And I love what you said about, I spoke to this person, I spoke to this person, I spoke to this person. And that's a big thing of what these events are about, right? It's about our family, and our team within LifeVantage is so important, right? To build that camaraderie and know that you have other people to support you and go to. But the big part about it is too, to really network while you're there, because it grows you in a way to where it really builds your belief. And it sounds like, David, that's what it really did for you over the weekend, was it truly built your belief in this product, that it stands alone by itself, and just how powerful it is, right?
Yeah. And Tanya, did you break up?
Hope you can hear me. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay. The other thing I saw that was verified by my sister-in-law, Jeanette, was she was talking about the elite pool and how everybody helps everybody in the company. that's exciting to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, David.
You're welcome.
Okay. So obviously I'm breaking up a lot. I'm so sorry about this, you guys. I want to go to Liddell Blair next. Liddell, I hope you can hear me. If you could unmute your phone. The growth I've seen in Liddell over this last year, you guys, since she's been in, has been so amazing. She walks taller. She smiles more. She allows people to hug her.
I can't hear you anymore, Tanya. Our internet's really slow too.
I know, it's just me. Liddell, go ahead. Tell us what the weekend did for you.
Well, it just reignited my passion for our business, and that we can all just start again. And there's a couple words that really stuck out to me over the weekend. The stick-to-itiveness, I love that word. Perseverance, which is really awesome. And just connecting with your heart, and instead of just putting yourself down in your mind, just make a heart connection with people and share this incredible business that we have and this incredible product. And I just want to be instead of a goal-oriented person, I want to be a growth-oriented person where I just keep growing as a person and I keep sharing with others. And the only other thing I got that was just incredibly different this time was that no matter what, you can just begin again, and it's okay, and that my upline is always there to support me. That's it.
I love it. Absolutely. We're always here. And that's the thing. I was sharing that with Liddell. Rich Scott, did you get my message? Oh, he left the meeting, of course. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Liddell, thank you so much for sharing, by the way. Thank you so, so much. And you're absolutely right. Like, you can always, always, always start over. That's a great thing. You only have to buy the pack one time. Is Rich here? Okay, I'm just gonna go with it and hoping you guys can hear me okay. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, I really want you to hear this. This is a letter that was shared with us just a little bit ago from Sean and Michelle Poe, okay? And I'm gonna read this to you guys. This was given to them by the company. It says, as one of the most highly esteemed members of the LifeVantage family, you already know LifeVantage is fiercely dedicated to bringing innovative and cutting-edge products to our customers. But every so often, something happens in the lab that exceeds even our lofty expectations, and you are holding it in your hands. You have been invited to be a small group of trusted influencers that we have invited to be the first to take a product that will change the face of the industry. The product is code-named Super 7, and it's the newest addition to the Protandem line, a line reserved for only those products that flip the switch on one of the body's internal processes. Having already addressed Nerf 2 and Nerf 1, we set out to address the next major internal process on the list. But here is where the product exceeded all expectations. The testing showed it wasn't just flipping the switch on one process. It was flipping the switch it was flipping the switches of the next several on our list. I'm going to read that again. The testing showed it wasn't just flipping the switch on one process. It was flipping the switches of the next several on our list. We have our hands on something that could be bigger than Nerf 2. And you are the first to try it. Please take the product daily for the next several weeks. Pay particular attention to your level of energy, mental clarity, mood, and the quality of your sleep. Your experience on the product will then be recorded in late August or early September. These testimonials will be a major part of the product launch in Long Beach in October 2019. Bigger than Nerf 2. I know, it's mind blowing. Sean and Michelle said they got to know like 3 or 4 times the last 2 days because they wanted to share this with us so badly. Michelle is going to be posting this letter in the Vitality Hustle page. The Vitality Hustle page is where like announcements and everything happen. If you're not a part of that page yet and you'd like to be a part of it, let me know. I know there's a lot of them. It's completely up to you. I'm also going to send this out through the WhatsApp group. So please make sure, I know, right, Benny Wowzers. So please make sure that you see it. Now, how this speaks to me is, like I said, every time we go to Elite Academy, one of my favorite things, one of my favorite parts always is Darren Jensen's speech, because we have someone heading our company that is so in tune with every statistic. You know how we are told as entrepreneurs and business owners that we should be in touch with our numbers. We should be checking our back office. We should know how many customers we have, how many distributors we have, what our average auto ship is, right? Like, think about it. This is $1 billion industry we're a part of, and we invested in being a part of that. Are we taking the time to treat it like Darren Jensen treats it? And imagine what would happen in your business if you treated it like Darren treats it, right? I'm so thankful for him. And he talked about the fact that, thank you, Rich. I think everybody can hear me right now. So if they can't, and Rich, you can't hear me, just please take over. But Darren talked about all the statistics. He talked about right now, we have an average of 140,000 subscribers, customers and distributors in LifeVantage. Only 140,000 are on an active subscription. Subscription means that you are set up to get an order automatically every single month, okay? If you are not doing that, you guys, do it. Because here's what happens. Here's Darren's goal. If we can get to 300,000 active subscribers between customers and distributors, then we are a $500 million company. He also said, being a part of the Direct Selling Association with all of network marketing, you guys, we're the best. Like, that's how I'm going to sum it up. We're the best. He talked about the fact that there's an 80-20 rule where 80% of the people that come into a network marketing company fall out and never enroll and never do anything. They maybe get in because a lot of companies, right? You have to become a distributor to get a discount on the product. We don't do it that way here. And then 20% may enroll someone and may do something. At LifeVantage, our percentage of people that come in and actually enroll someone or do something in the company is 50%. 50. Then they also talked about the fallout rate. And the fallout rate many times is double digits for most companies. If you guys could please mute your phones, I'd appreciate it, or your computers. Our fallout rate, I believe, is correct. I left my notebook out with my sister, but it's like 5.6%, might be lower than that. Our statistics are so huge. Like, for the first time ever, I wanted to give you this posture, you guys, this posture that you were smart enough to say yes to something that is going to be so big. We're going to be $1 billion company, and we're only at 202 million right now. Think about it. Like, and then now we have a product coming that, like Michelle said, she felt it. She felt it the minute, she took it and she felt it. to have something that might be bigger than Nerf 2 that people can actually feel and we can actually sample like we could the hair care. Like we are so lucky right now. We should be screaming this from the rooftops, what we have our hands on. This gave me the posture to reach out to a couple in my church that are big in isogenics. Like, I'm like, I just want to sit down with you. I have something I have to put by you. Remember the red carpet program? Darren said our red carpet program has brought in about $60 million worth of volume because of our red carpet program. If you know people, and it's not about scalping people from other companies, but it's about really giving people a look at something that is just on the verge of completely taking off and changing the face of the industry. We are in such a special place right now, you guys. So number one, get to Long Beach. Long Beach, we're going to launch this new product and you're going to want to take it as soon as you possibly can. And I know that this month, there are a lot of things expected, a lot of things asked of you, right? Going to Long Beach, the $99 registration, Cancun, the end of July. After July, there's no more payment options, right? And Cancun in February with LifeVantage, it's just the way that we are moving and the things that are going to be happening in this company. It's just things that you want to continue to show up at. And I have to tell you, the most important takeaway for me this weekend was a reminder of how vital it is to continue to enroll. I had a brand new distributor there with me, Jen Pensinger, who I know is on here, and to be by her and see the event through her eyes and listen to things I've heard over and over again, and then hear her say, oh my gosh, oh, that's so good. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so good. Like, she was hearing all of it for the very first time. Makes me emotional. For her, it was the very first time, right? And that's like, that's gonna, I'm such a baby. That's gonna change her life. She was so excited. She couldn't sit still. She was dancing out of the event every time we left. Like, she was dancing on her way out. She wouldn't shut up at night when we were in the room. Like, she just wanted to keep talking. It was so amazing. Like, I just want that feeling every time I go back. I want that new person that's never experienced this before to sit beside them and see it through their eyes and remind me of what I have my hands on. It's so easy for us, if we've been in for a while, to get so complacent. And when things aren't happening, we start second guessing ourselves. We start second guessing the system, and we can't do that. All we have to do is go back to the way that it was, just like Liddell said. Like, just keep doing what you were doing before. It is a numbers game. Everybody's not going to see it the way you do. But remembering that the most important thing that you hold as you share this with people is your own belief and your own posture and your own excitement. Hearing Jen on the phone and hearing the way she's talking to people, like, her excitement is blowing people's minds. They want to hear more because of her excitement. Doesn't mean everybody says yes, but just hold on to that. Find that again. And that's what these events do for you. You have to show up as much as you possibly can so that you can have that fire in you to where you don't even think about the invitation. You just tell them they have to see it. And because of the excitement you have, they're like, okay, right? Okay, so Rich just texted me. Thank you for doing that. And he wants to share as well. Rich, let's hear it, buddy.
I'm ready to sign up again. Can I sign up under you, Tanya?
Yes.
I just wanted to share something. The last night, Ben, I was ready to go to bed, and he texted me, "You up still?" And he was pretty excited, so I came back downstairs, and I love it. It's just like a home meeting. Some of the best meetings are the meetings after the meeting, right? And I have a question for everybody on here. How many of you guys would love to have signed up Sean and Michelle Poe? Right? Everybody would have, duh, right? Because you have what's called hindsight. But Nikki told Ben and I the story on how they got started. And it wasn't just the story, but what was going through her mind. And I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but Nikki really shared she had no clue. She was only in the business for about 20 days. And all she knew is that her friend Michelle was sick. She wasn't well. And she wasn't thinking like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing business opportunity. If I could just sign them up, they're going to go to Pro 9. None of that was in her mind. It was just like, I love Michelle. I need to share this with her. In fact, she was greatly disappointed when Sean walked into the meeting. Oh, what's he doing here? He's going to mess things up, you know? So she had no idea. And it took Michelle weeks just to watch the video. And when Nikki kept following up with her, and this is the key, you guys, it took weeks for Nikki to get Michelle to watch the video. What if she would have given up after three weeks? Forget it. She's not going to watch it. What if she would have quit? Right? We all think, oh no, how could that wouldn't have happened? But she was going through all that in her mind. And when after about 5 weeks of follow-up, Sean and Michelle had gone on vacation, but she still stayed consistent, followed up, and finally Michelle was folding laundry, and she said, fine, I'll watch the video. You know, she was like, eh. And then when she watched it, she got excited, and then the rest of it's history. But Sean literally was ready to walk away, and this is what Nikki said. Nikki said, I didn't know who Carrie Dickey was. I didn't know who Carrie Williams was. All I knew is that Sean Poe was taking my friend Michelle, and they were leaving the meeting. And I needed them to understand what this was. And so it's easy for us to look back 5-6 years later and see how their business blew up. But here's what we need to remember. We have a gift, and you never know that person you're speaking to, what's going to come of it. But the key in sharing this story is not thinking like, I want to sign up a Poe. Just share the story, share the message, love the person, and let the chips fall where they may, because that's really what's the most important thing is we have a gift to share with the world. And I promise, if you lead with your heart and you just love the right people will be attracted to you. And I just thought it was awesome to hear not just the fact that they signed it, but what was going through the mind, what was going through Sean's mind, what was happening. And she was just loving on her. And of course, that love had led to what we see today. But don't give up. Keep sharing the story. Keep loving people. And I promise you, if you stay consistent and you focus on the behaviors, the rank will follow.
I love it. Thank you, Rich. And that's why we're here, right? To love people. Absolutely. And I want to share with you guys too. It's really personal, but it's also just, I don't know. I just feel like it's a verification of the fact that this company is so special and we cannot waste the opportunity. Some of you know, like I've shared with a lot of you, because you guys aren't just like the team, you're my friends, you're my family. And so I shared with you some of our personal struggles lately. And so we have this lawsuit happening, right? And Kyle and I had to submit like all of our financials to our attorney. So my husband is in a position where he's supposed to get a bonus, and he hasn't received that bonus for quite some time. It's been quite a while since he's gotten it. And I've hit Pro 7, but I've not been a paid as Pro 7 for quite a while, which has been frustrating. But you know, it is what it is. I'm still grateful for what we have. So we submit all this stuff, and I'm telling you, like a month after we submit it, we give them all of our financials. My husband gets a bonus on his check, and Jen Pensinger comes into my business. And to me, it was just like God's way of showing me that there's hope on the other side, that what I know I'm capable of and what I'm ready for, he's opening that door for me, that it's there. And I just tell you that because like God is so good. And I just know like that was a verification for me too. And then this weekend, like this company is going to explode. Like, we're going to go such big places, you guys, together. I don't want anyone on this Zoom. There's so many people on here tonight. It's so awesome to see. Like, I don't want anyone to take this for granted. Please don't take this for granted. And most importantly, if at any time you feel stuck or you feel like things aren't moving or you're just frustrated and you don't know why it's not happening, do not stop showing up. Do not stop showing up on this Zoom. I see all y'all on here, okay? Don't stop showing up. Reach out, text us, call us, reach out, because I promise you I have been there, and that's why 7 other companies didn't work for me, because I didn't reach out for help. I have to know. Rich needs to know. Jeanette needs to know. Gloria needs to know. We need to know if you need help. We can't read your mind. Protanum doesn't do that yet. Maybe the new product will, but not yet. We don't have it yet. So we need for you to tell us if you need the help, okay? Okay, I love you guys so much. You are capable of so much. You have it in you every single day. Find something or someone or write it somewhere. Just take the time to tell yourself, I like myself. I don't remember who it was that said that. I think it was one of our speakers. I like myself. I like myself. Like affirmations, things to just remind you of your capability and the power that you hold. Let's go tell the world exactly. Okay, so let's end in prayer. And then I thank you guys so much. It's so much fun when so many of you come on here. Gloria, all your group, just everybody getting on their own phone. You're probably hearing this in stereo. It's the cutest thing ever. I love you, Minnesota group. I just think it's awesome. So, all right, guys, we're going to end in prayer. Here we go. Heavenly Father, I thank you so, I'm so grateful that I get to do life with all of these amazing people. I am so grateful that someone thought enough of every one of us to share this gift. I am so grateful that this gift exists. I am so grateful that we can be entrepreneurs. Like some of us that just had no self-belief, that were so insecure, so shy, didn't know what we wanted to do with our lives, but deep down knew who we wanted to become. I'm so grateful that we were given this chance to become that person. And I am so grateful that we have you to walk beside us and remind us of just what that looks like and who we are to become. And I just pray, Lord, that everyone on this Zoom, anyone that hears this back, that they do not take it for granted, that they step outside of fear, they hold on to faith more than ever, work past all of those struggles, all of those fears, and that they move forward in becoming that person they're supposed to become. Because as we do that, we're going to change so many lives along the way. And Lord, I know that this journey is going to be so different for everybody. I know that some of us still have some really hard things to go through, but I pray, Lord, that we always look to you when we go through them. I pray that we look to them as lessons. We let it expand our character. We let it expand our capacity, knowing just how strong we are, just how capable we are to get through anything, knowing that we still have this opportunity on the other side of it to change lives and change our lives. Thank you so much. We are so grateful. In your name, amen. Okay. I love you guys so much. I love you. I love you. My family's going to think I'm crazy. Yes, half heart. I'm holding my phone. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Oh, and also on Thursday on Facebook, Team Act Live, I will be going live with Love Y'all. Dawn, Texas accent. She loves y'all. I'll be going live with someone on Team Act, and we are going to talk about ending your month strong and how to reach out to past customers, current customers, and maybe gain some extra volume. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be super powerful. If you saw Eileen Whipple a couple of weeks ago talking about how she ended the month and hit Pro 5, this is one of the people that really helped her get there. And so we're doing a live on Team Act on Thursday. It'll be in the morning, and I'll remind you. Okay, I love you guys. Have an awesome night. Bye. Mwah.